Then the king commanded the magicians, the enchanters, the sorcerers, and the Chaldeans to tell him what he had dreamed.
Now, some people may look at that and say, how primitive. How could a world leader consult fortune tellers, magicians, and sorcerers to interpret his dream?
Is this really an ancient primitive custom? Or have certain leaders of our present day world practiced the same kind of witchcraft?
Actually, if you look in the book of Revelation, it tells us that in these last days there will be demonic spirits that perform signs, and they go out to the kings of the whole world.
Surely sophisticated nations would not possibly have leaders who consult astrologers, fortune tellers, or mediums who speak to the dead.
So what about news reports such as these? The White House confirmed how President Ronald Reagan consulted astrologists and fortune tellers to make presidential decisions.
Former US President Bill Clinton admitted that his wife Hillary is a necromancer and communicates with the dead Eleanor Roosevelt.
Canada's Maclean's magazine featured an article entitled The Secret Life of Mackenzie King, Spiritualist. William Lyon Mackenzie King was Canada's longest-serving prime minister, and according to King's own writings for 25 years, he was a practicing spiritualist.
The article said that Mr. King believed it possible through mediums to communicate with the departed, and that he himself had talked beyond the grave many times with his mother, his brother, and sister, and such friends such as Franklin D. Roosevelt and Sir Wilfrid Laurier. He repeatedly attended seances and had sittings with mediums.
His old friend, the late Duchess of Hamilton, in an interview said that Mr. King had always pursued spirit guidance to govern Canada. During his many years as Prime Minister, the affairs of Canada were being conducted on advice from the spirit world.
Britain's King Charles confessed that he still speaks to members of his family who have passed away. The King of England confessed he talks to his loved ones during quiet and solitary moments, particularly his beloved uncle, Lord Louis Mountbatten.
The word of the Lord warns us, "There shall not be found among you anyone who practices witchcraft or a psychic or a sorcerer or a medium or a spiritualist or one who calls up the dead, for all who do these things are an abomination to the Lord."
For lack of guidance, a nation falls. Nebuchadnezzar initially wanted demonic guidance, but when Daniel interpreted his dream, he realized that the Lord brings the counsel of the nations to nothing. The counsel of the Lord stands forever, the plans of his heart to all generations. Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord.